everything that had happened to me over all these years, it all came slamming down on me at once, like life without parole, maximum security. I've been in the hole for months, and there's no end in sight.
Here we go. Once upon a time not long ago,
when vaporwave as a genre started to grow,
there lived a little boy who was misled,
who wanted to sell drugs like Amazon on the deep web. Development on the site started, and it was released in 2011.
They did the job, money came with ease.
The site spread infectiously, like a disease. It's 2010, it's the Silk Road, let's sell some fucking drugs. The novel idea to buy drugs from the comfort of your home instead of contacting a dealer was incredibly innovative. Using Tor to mask your IP address and Bitcoin to mask your transaction history, it made it really difficult for the government to track down your purchases. And unlike most hosts of illegal websites, the Silk Road's admin was incredibly vocal about their intentions. The Dread Pirate Roberts, as he was named, was a symbol of justice, and also a clever way of signaling that the site didn't just have one administrator.
I am not the Dread Pirate Roberts, he said. My name is Ryan. I inherited the ship from the previous Dread Pirate Roberts, just as you will inherit it from me. Then he explained that the name was the important thing for inspiring the necessary fear.
There are heroes among us here at Silk Road. Every day they risk their lives, fortunes, and precious liberties for us. They're on the front lines, making tough decisions and working their asses off to make this market what it is. He believed the site not just to be a marketplace, but a way to free the people. The site at this time was pretty underground. Those who knew, but the general public had no idea. Then, Gorka thought it'd be a great idea to post an article about the site, talking about his practices, and the drugs you could buy.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Drugs.
Online? Where? Where did he post those?
Everyone's eyes were on the site, and the mysterious admin. Its popularity skyrocketed, but not all of the eyes were buyers and sellers. The eye of the law started watching everything about the site, and they wanted it down. Fast. But due to the site being hosted anonymously with a masked IP address, it could be hosted anywhere. Even when they busted the dealers and their Silk Road accounts, they made no breakthroughs into the case. And because of this, it evaded capture for many years.
Everything appears to be in order here? Oh God, Captcha.
Captcha. The IP address of the central host was found through Captcha. The Dread Pirate Roberts anti-bot protection couldn't protect it from botnets. As the site got heavily DDoSed by groups which are said to be the CIA, it was down for a long period of time. And the swift beginning of this story's end was here. Just as it started and popped up and became extremely popular, it all ended extremely quickly. Investigators linked the name of an account using the early days of the Silk Road, Altoid. Searching it up, it gave a link to someone asking for some programming help, innocently enough, and because he wanted people to help him, he gave an email address with a full name. The identity of the Dread Pirate Roberts was Ross Ulbricht. Ross looked like an ordinary kid, nothing that would be seen as a drug lord. He grew up in Texas, attended the Boy Scouts, and got a bachelor's in physics. And then he started looking into economic theory. He tried day trading and even tried to make his own video game company. And then he wanted to sell books online. Remind you of something? Immediately after his full name was found out, the feds set up a sting operation. Ross was in the library, passively working on the site in a public location. When a domestic dispute happened, Ross, being the good guy that he is, tried to stop it. And the second he walked away, the cops got him. He was logged into the mastermind part of the site.
It's a wickedness. It's a weakness. You decide.
The trial began for Ross Ulbricht, the alleged mastermind of Silk Road,
operating a sophisticated illegal drug website
and computer hacking.
The alleged digital drug lord, if convicted, is facing life in jail.
You want this to be your legacy, you wanted it to be your legacy, and now it is.
In the preceding court case, they made claim that Ross ordered a hit on people, but it was quickly dropped. And despite the attempted assassination charge being dropped, Ross was given an extremely heavy sentence, 2 life sentences and a fine of $183 million. As of today, he spends his life locked in a cell. The communication that he does get with the outside world is made on his Twitter account, where he relays his tweets to his loved ones. It's almost heartbreaking to see someone so talented be locked up for so long. But the law wanted to make an example of any imitators, even though they came quite quickly. Whilst the Dread Pirate Roberts is a name that was carried on for years, with Ross it seems that he was the sole kingpin. On the internet, illegal stuff is always going to exist. Cat and mouse of the law is like an Ouroboros with a self-fulfilling infinite cycle. So next time you hear about Bitcoin hitting a new record, know that this is what started it.
Yo, Steinful. Hey, thanks so much for that, pal.